What's up, guys? The video that you are about to see is not going to be everything I set out to film. We did a turbo swap on the top swap MonteCarlo the other day, and I wanted to film the entire process for you, but halfway through I had a family emergency I had to go take care of. Brian had to do a lot of the finishing of it by himself, so I was not able to film it. So I've decided to release what I've got of it for you as a vlog. So at least it shows you a little bit of what we were doing and a couple of the problems that we ran into along the way. So that's what this is gonna be. So strap in, at least you get to see some cool turbo parts, and well, let's go ahead and get to it. What's up, guys? It is nice and cold today, and we've decided today is the perfect day to turbo a MonteCarlo. Here's the car in question. This is, what year is this, Brian? It's an 03 MonteCarlo SS. This was not a supercharged model originally. This is the same car we top swapped. So you see some of the top swap stuff here. But today we're going to be taking the supercharger back off because we'll be replacing it with a turbo, which is what all these boxes and stuff are. I'll take you over here and show you some of the parts we're working on. We got the downpipe. Here's the precision turbo we're going to be using. Tile wastegate. Somewhere around in all this, there's a blow-off valve right there. Crossover. We're going to be using this for the intake manifold. Then there's some random other parts. So, all that's going on today. Here's some more stuff, oil, feed lines and such. But first, we got to take a few things apart. We've got to get this out of the way, and we've got to get in here and take this supercharger back off, change this belt back, and make some space to start installing stuff. So we're going to get a little of that done, and then I'll show you where we're at. Okay, so far we've removed the intake piping and the throttle body and the crossover tube. The turbo crossover tube is going to go right in here. But we've got some things to remove and possibly not put back through here. And we've got to get this stuff removed and swapped back in A, and then we'll be on to the next part. Okay, so a few minutes later, the blower is off. We got a new gasket sitting here ready for that. The fuel rail obviously is off too. The belt is off. We're going to swap this belt out with a stock one in just a minute. And then the next thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to get the other manifold put on, which is over here, but I've got to clean it up first, and then we'll get that put back together. Okay, a few minutes later, and we've run into an issue, but first, I'll show you what I'm working on. This is the new manifold we're going to be putting on that's been blocked off, but someone had completely RTV'd one of these Garlock gaskets on the bottom, so I'm cleaning that up, which isn't a big deal. But we did run into a problem over here. I am test fitting the turbo crossover, and this side is a different type of flange, and the bolts aren't long enough to go through it. So I'm going to figure out what we're going to do about that. Then I've got to get this manifold put back on and the belt, and then we'll move on to the next part of the turbo stuff. All right, next update. We are working on the hot pipes now. The crossover is going to need longer bolts, so we're going to have to go get those, but that's not a big deal. We test fit the downpipe, which is going to be super tight. And we've got the engine pulled forward because we're back here working on the wastegate, which, as you can see, is also super tight. The wastegate goes in the place of the factory downpipe. It actually bolts up back there. Then it has a little dump tube. I'll see if you can see that a little better. So that's all done. Now we're going to take a break, go get some bolts, and then we'll get to putting the rest of these hot pipes in. Okay, we had an emergency, had to leave for a little while. So it is now very dark, but everything is back together. So I'm going to go over and show you a little bit of what we did. Basically, we had an adapter that you can no longer see that we had to tee off of the oil pressure sender and run this feed line up and over to the turbo right here. We've got the turbo on the crossover pipe already. The down pipe is in, which was really, really tight and hard to put in. So if you're doing this at home yourself, just expect that there's going to be a lot of fitment issues. Everything, especially on the back side of the motor, is really, really tight. The wastegate's down there too. The wastegate comes off of the back manifold where the back manifold would normally attach to the down pipe. And then for right now, we've just got the charge pipe looped with the blow-off valve. He's going to do an intercooler later on, but we're doing it just like this for right now to get everything together and working. So all that's done. Now we've got to clean up a bit, and we're going to put everything, or get everything started and see how everything works. All right, guys, that was it. The MonteCarlo is turboed now. He's got a few things he's still got to sort out on his own, just little clearance issues and things like that, but it's already running and making boost. He's really happy with it, so I think the thing went pretty well. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Like this video if you liked it at all, and make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.